You must have heard the phrase drawing a line. What does it mean? Well, it means to create a boundary, a line which the others cannot cross. Before the Second World War, France drew what was known as the Maginot Line that extended to 280 miles, intended to prevent a German invasion. This defensive line, reinforced with concrete and steel, had bunkers, even gun batteries, trenches, minefields that were such technological marvels that France considered the line to be impregnable. You know why I'm telling you this? Because Russia has drawn one such line, a line that cuts Ukraine into two, which Russia intends to turn into a defensive line which can never be breached by Ukrainian forces. And tonight, I want to tell you about this very line, the Putin Line. It is 800 kilometers long. On one side are territories that Russia has acquired or plans to, and on the other side is what remains of Ukraine. Let me first show you where this line is. It stretches from Luhansk to the Crimean Peninsula. The line is drawn along the Dnipro River. It passes through Donetsk, Zaporizhia, and Kherson. And this is the same line, by the way, that we have been showing you for weeks now when telling you that Russia is trying to split Ukraine into two along the Dnipro. Now we can tell you that Russia has converted this line into a defensive fortress wall. Let me tell you what it looks like. There are trenches. There are anti-tank ditches. Also obstacles meant to hinder the movement of vehicles. You know, like dragon teeth. This is in fact what they look like. Such mechanisms were used by the Germans in the Second World War. South Korea has built something similar on a beach in Yeonpyeong Island. In fact, Russia has dragon teeth around Mariupol. We wish we had more visuals to show you. But drones and cameras are yet to capture the extent of Russia's fortification. We can tell you, though, that in the towns of Ternovat, Russia has dug a kilometer-long anti-tank ditch. The Putin Line is not thin. Some portions feature bunkers along with concrete parapets for snipers to hide behind. And then there are barbed wires, minefields, basically. It is a multi-layer defense system that Russia has put in place. For Europe, the Putin Line is a blast from the past. Let's just go back to the Second World War. Like I was showing you earlier, the French built the Maginot and the Germans created the Siegfried Line or West Wall. The Siegfried stretched over 630 kilometers. As it so happened, the Germans simply went around the Maginot, entering France through Belgium, and the Siegfried could not prevent German defeat in the Second World War. However, will Ukraine be able to break the Putin Line is the immediate question that arises, one that we are asking tonight. Well, analysts doubt Ukraine's capacity. You see, the news of Russia's line of defense being built first emerged as early as November 2022, with the UK's Ministry of Defense saying, and I'm quoting, "Dragon's teeth have likely been installed between Mariupol and Nikolsky village, and from northern Mariupol to Stry Krim village." And around that time, reports pointed out that Ukrainian tanks, which were mainly designed during the Soviet era, could be damaged if they are driven over the blocks. They meant the Putin Line. So will it stop Ukraine's ambitious and now out in the open secretive spring offensive then? Well, unless its war machines are upgraded overnight. But what are the chances of that happening and of the West sending massive reinforcement? If you watch this show daily, then you already have the answer. It seems, and we can say no more than, since wars are never short of surprises, that Ukraine has made peace with its reality. And nowhere is this as visible as in Kiev, the capital of Ukraine. What if I tell you that Kiev has suddenly become quite a happening place, the kind of place it was before the war started, full of bars and clubs? The city's wartime curfew has been relaxed. Bars are now allowed to remain open till midnight. Clubs are hosting weekend day events. And there are secret bars operating well into the night. In fact, the head of Kiev's city administration says the new and more lenient curfew should help reduce the social tension. You see, there is a growing ground confidence that Russians will not move to take Kiev, something that we have been telling you for a while now. And today, we can tell you that in all probability, the war will freeze at the Putin line. Maybe there will not be an official ceasefire, but there could be an unspoken understanding of the kind that existed after Russia took Crimea. Sure, there are attacks still being recorded here and there. But as far as the larger picture is concerned, if you zoom out, you will see that Russia is now comfortable with the gains that it has made. And it will be spending its financial, military, as well as strategic energy defending the gains. And you have this from the horse's mouth, by the way. Russia is not mincing words.
Видите, что сейчас президент все чаще посещает новые регионы, и, естественно, он проводит и проверки штабов, получает информацию на месте оперативную информацию о ходе проведения специальной военной операции. Это абсолютно важно для Верховного Главнокомандующего, и он таким образом ведет свою работу.
And these are some of the visuals from that visit. So this is Ukraine, a country split along the Putin line. And Russia is normalizing this new reality for the country. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.